All right, Hush Hush Biz is here with Scott Hutchinson, who I gotta say, he's a man of two worlds. You know, he's the chairman of one of the biggest building companies and also a lover of music, of live music, who has brought Brisbane back, to the fact that we have now decent venues and just wonderful acts that are coming, international, local acts. And that's all thanks to you, Scott. Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, it's not all thanks to me, but I've helped bring it to the centre of town rather than them having to play on the edge of town. Yeah.
Well, you know what? It is very humble of you, first up, because that's the type of man you've got a reputation for in this town, and
Thank you.
and you have literally, made Brisbane, just click again.
It didn't need a lot of vision. All I really was trying to do was bring back Festival Hall, and
Yeah.
I didn't have any artistic input into this. The Fortitude Music Hall. That's all Paul Patico and John Collins. But yeah, I supplied the finance to do it. Yes.
Well, that's a big part of anything.
Yes.
Finances, oh my God, when you can match up with financials,
Mm.
to bring together the Trifadd and obviously this venue that we're sitting right now in your little sort of private room where
Well,
you
yeah,
can actually.
both Trifadd and the Fortitude Music Hall don't make commercial returns, probably half what they should, but that's not the point. Brisbane needs music venues, and it
Yeah,
needs music in the centre of the city, not on the edge of town.
yeah. Well, it's better than going to Boondall.
Yes, anything's better than going to Boondall. Anything, and only Brisbane would cop that on the chin, but it does. Uh, but I'm making it so sometimes it doesn't have to.
Has that redirected a lot of things, do you think? Because with the Boondall,
Well, remember, Boondall's a lot bigger than this.
yeah.
This is 3,500 and
Mm,
Fortitude Music Hall, but we could have made it 6,000, but they didn't want 6,000. My tenants, who are the brains behind it all, only wanted 3,500 because a band's worst fear is playing to a half-filled hall, and I didn't realise that. So Boondall's about nine,
wow.
10,000. So there'll be always some acts that go there. There's acts that go to the River Stage, which is a lot better venue than Boondall, but you've got
Mm,
the weather risk.
that's right.
And we're going to have a go at the River Stage next, hopefully. We're in the
Really?
mix, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it a cover-up event.
We'll cover some of it. We still want the open air feeling to it, but there has to
Yeah.
be some covered seated area, and to cover the mosh pit and the stage area you're going to have to do because at the moment the band gets wet there, so
Uh,
a lot of people won't play there.
yeah, I know that venue. I've actually
Yeah,
worked at it with certain festivals, so and it does. Yeah,
yeah.
we actually had a big deal for it.
Yes, yeah,
One of them, it was Sprung Hip Hop Festival many years ago.
yes.
So yeah, well, that's fabulous news. So
Well, it's not. We're not.
it's in
We're
the
one of the mix. We're
yeah.
not. We're putting in a tender, so
Okay.
hopefully we'll be successful there.
Oh, that's excellent, Scott. Well, let's go back a little bit. You know, what's it like being Scott Hutchinson? What was it like growing up for you?
I didn't. I didn't have the resources I've got now. Growing up, I was just growing up in my father's building company, wanting to do what he did. It was very normal, very suburban, Victory Pocket, and nothing extraordinary at all. No, I'm afraid. So yeah.
But you come from such an incredible family background of over 100 years.
Yeah, the company's been been wonderful, but it's had its trying times, and my father
Mm,
had to rescue it in the late '60s. So it wasn't always where it is today. It needed it needed some serious help in the 60s.
Well, we're now in the 2000s. And your name is spread all over this town and probably and other
Nationally,
nationally.
We're having a run nationally, so it's good times.
Yeah,
A lot more turnover than profit, but it's still good.
that's that's amazing and great. Amazing in terms that you're part of that. You've been part of that growth.
I have, but it's mainly due to our managing director.
Yeah.
But, I'm only the chairman. I don't run it anymore, but I've been a part of it. Yes.
So, did you have any strong mentors in your life? Even going back to school. Was there anyone in particular?
My father always, but also one or two lecturers in the MBA, the business master's degree I did at University of Queensland. One in particular, Sam Bollard, who ran the human resources subjects there. I just found him enlightening, but nobody I really held up there. I think I like Branson the best of the people now, or the billionaires. I think he seems to be the most fun and most interesting. Yes.
Well, you could almost say you've got a bit of slice of Branson.
No, I don't think I'd say I had a slice of Branson. I'd like to, but no, he's good. He's good. And
he is amazing. Yeah. He's colourful and he's taken amazing risks.
Yes.
In what he's done, but
And he's real too. He seems to be real anyway. He doesn't.
Yeah. Which that's talking about real. What is real to you?
Oh, doing what you're saying you're going to do.
Yeah.
That's and being who you say you're going to be. I think that's being real.
Yeah. Walking your talk.
Yeah, just saying what you the way you are. It's pretty much as simple as that. That's what's being real is.
Yeah. That's real. Unreal. Okay. So now I've been told, there's a couple sort of, another passion in your life, and that's pinball.
Yes.
And I want to hear how this all started.
Oh, that's simple. Holidaying in Surfers. My love of pinball started holidaying with my grandma in Surfers Paradise and having access to the fun parlours in the 70s. And I just thought these games were the greatest things ever. And I remember hearing Elton John had one in his house. I thought I'd love to have one in my house. So I loved them. My wife, my now wife, she was my girlfriend, then bought me one for my 30th birthday, which I still have.
Wow.
And my eldest son studied and practiced and went to international meets, and he got ranked number 7 in Australia. Remember, it is pinball. It's not athletics. But it was good. It was good, and it does take a lot of work to stay in the top 10 of anything, I suppose, in Australia, even pinball.
Well, it's amazing. I used to play pinball.
Yeah.
In the old days, there wasn't much else really back in the 70s after school.
And more money got put into pinball machines between the 1950s and the end of the 1970s than into movie tickets. So it was immensely popular. But there's a fantastic revival of pinball, and Brisbane's got a fantastic bar which my son owns 5% of, and that's Netherworld, up where the old ship Step In, or the Shamrock used to be, just at the end of Brunswick Street.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. It's really well done, and they move the machines around, and have lots of different nights of an events. It's very well done.
So how many pinball machines do you own, Scott?
Yeah. I think it's somewhere between 40 and 50, I think. Yeah. But they're
Where do you...
spread around. The pinball machines I had are spread around Hutchie's offices.
Yeah.
And our clients' offices and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's a good one coming up, I'll get it. And my favourites that I collect are Series 1 Gottliebs from the late 1970s. So of the 16 of those made, I have 13. Yeah, there's 3 missing.
Wow, that's incredible. It's amazing.
It's not all that incredible, really.
Well, to pinball fanatics, yes.
It is.
Yes. So, yeah. Now, another thing that you do a lot on your, travels and everything is that I believe you travel to Burning Man festivals.
Yes.
I would love to hear about this journey. That these are incredible festivals, aren't they?
Well, we've been going to some mates and clients have been going to festivals overseas since 2004. Well, we all did one together, but when we hit Burning Man in 2010, we said this is the one. So we've been going to that one ever since. So I've been to 10 Burning Mans now, and it's just, again, it's too good to be true. It's hard to even explain how good it is. But there is no way I could overhype it. So when you got there, you'd say, "Oh, he's overdone it." It's that good.
Wow, that's amazing. Is it in Nevada?
It's in Nevada, and
it's
about radical self-expression.
Yeah,
that's what they say it is. But it's just everybody doing exactly what they want to do, and it's without any great police force, and it just works. It's wonderful.
Expression of freedom.
Yeah, it's freedom. Yeah, this is, and it feels like freedom.
Yeah. It sounds amazing. When's the next one?
Late August this year. Yeah. So I haven't got my tickets yet. They go on sale in early January. So
okay.
I'll be buying them then.
It's amazing. So what other sort of travels do you tend to go to?
I often go to South by Southwest, which is the world's biggest music conference, and I used to go to another one or two, a lot locally.
Yeah.
And I try and take each one of our offices to a festival in the town. Like in Townsville, we go to Groove in the Moo. In Laneway, we go. In Melbourne, we go to Laneway. Adelaide, we go to one of the festivals there.
Yeah.
Just doing things like that. Brisbane, we go to Laneway or Listen Out. It's not a hard thing to do. Took all our Sydney crew to U2 on Friday nights.
Oh my God, how was that?
It was good. Yeah.
I heard.
Good. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a bit preachy, but it was still good. Yeah.
Well, I also know that you're a real punk fan, and Iggy Pop is one of your favourites.
Iggy Pop's my favourite. Yeah, I think there's no punk, there's no new wave, there's no progression of rock past the 60s without Iggy Pop, and he's still as good as he's ever been. I saw him this year at the Opera House and also at Blues Festival, and he was as good as I've ever seen him. I probably would have seen him 20 times. So he keeps on getting better, and he's 72.
Exactly. Yeah. And he doesn't look it, does he?
He doesn't. He's never looked youthful, but he's had a hard life.
Yeah.
But he's marvellous. He's the real deal, and he's never wavered. He's always been brilliant. Never changed.
So do everyone get surprised that you're obviously into sort of more the punk type of music?
Well, that's my age group. I'm not. I was around in the late '70s. I wasn't really into the hardcore punk. I mean, I went and saw the Sex Pistols and things, but I was probably into more went to the new wave. Graham Parker, Elvis Costello,
Yeah.
Sunny Boys, the Saints, that sort of thing.
Yeah. The Saints, my God, they were legends, and
They were,
weren't
from
they?
Brisbane.
Yeah.
They were from Brisbane. They were
Yeah.
probably Australia's best export, most influential export of music.
Yeah. There was a doco done on them recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Ed Cooper still plays. He doesn't play with Chris Bailey, but he plays under the name The Aints.
Yeah.
So they play without the lead singer, but they're fantastic. Still great.
Fantastic. That's amazing. All right. So, what would be primarily on your list now in 2020 coming up? You've got
pretty well got it worked out. I think we're going to a mate and I are going to a festival in Poland called Garbitz, and and we've got Burning Man, and my wife and I will go to FIB in Valencia, which is a good festival, which is 4 days on a beach, which is great.
Wow.
So that's pretty much what we've got worked out, and then there's the stuff for work as well.
You're living the dream, Scott.
Oh, I don't know if I'm living the dream. I'm doing what I can. It'll be better when my son's a bit old. Well, he's started in the company now. He's back from London, so I will get a bit more freedom.
And and when's that? When does he finish?
Well, he finished London Business School in September, so he's come back. But we've got him working on a job in Melbourne that is good experience for him.
Okay.
It's having a hard time, and it's good to give him a hard job to deal with. He's a quantity surveyor, and he did the MBA, the Master of Business Administration, at London Business School, which he completed well. Yeah.
That's great. It's fantastic. All right. So, what are your 5 likes and 5 dislikes?
About
anything?
Oh dear. I suppose I'm thinking music. I've never grown out of just wanting to go out and celebrate and see a band and have a good night out, and that's never left me. So that's my like.
Yeah.
The dislike I have, and I'm sorry to bring it back to music, but that's what we've been talking about, is the hassle that you've got to go to have a good night. The travelling time out to places.
Yes.
The queues, the scanning, the lockout laws, the hassle that is completely unnecessary. A good night should have 6 or 7 different phases to it, and people just don't understand that. People that don't go out don't understand that.
Yeah.
And then they make laws for people who do go out.
Yeah. And it's funny, it's unfair for the baby boomers.
Exactly. All those laws are directed at, all the scanning laws, all the lockout laws are directed at young people, from people my age, who are constantly telling them what to do. We've got all the assets too. I'm just wondering when they're going to really rebel. I think it's dreadful what we're doing. Well, I'm not doing it, but I think it's dreadful what the likes of Gladys is doing down south and Anastasia's doing up here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we have to keep pushing the envelope on it.
We are, and I don't mind putting my credibility on the line. I dressed as Oliver Cromwell and led the street marches, so it went over everyone's head. Everyone thought I was or the journalists thought I was a leprechaun. But anyway, they don't teach British history in school anymore, so no one knows it. So they can Google it.
Yeah. Well, good on you, Scott.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
really good. All right. Well, I tell you what, it's just been so enjoyable talking to you, and I could go on and on. And I hope to have another conversation with you down the track. But, I want to say thank you for, spending the time with us today. And congratulations on your achievements and, particularly for, what you've done to support the industry along with, the other teams.
Oh, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I'm sorry about my raspy voice.
It's cool. It's sexy.
Yes. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I turned 60 this year.
Well, you're looking good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you,
It's been a
Scott.
pleasure.
Thank you.